This research provides a comparative case study analysis of two permanent supportive housing programs operating in Melbourne: Common Ground, a congregate housing model where housing is located in one building, and Journey to Social Inclusion, which uses social housing and private rentals to house people scattered throughout the community. Through these case studies, I consider the factors that impact the ability of supportive housing programs to improve housing outcomes for people with experiences of chronic homelessness with complex needs, in order to make recommendations to the state government about how efforts in this space could reduce rates of chronic homelessness. The concept of supportive housing developed in the North American Housing First movement that offers affordable and secure housing coupled with case management and access to individualised support services for people who've experienced chronic homelessness. Importantly, housing is provided as a right and is not conditional upon engagement with services. The premise is that within this cohort of people who experience chronic homelessness, there is an overrepresentation of unmanaged mental illness, substance misuse, cognitive and physical disabilities, and experiences of trauma, collectively referred to as complex needs. These characteristics mean that individuals require additional support to address challenges in their lives that may lead to future experiences of homelessness. To conduct this research, I analysed current state and Commonwealth Government housing and homelessness policies, as well as interviewing 6 people who were either homelessness advocates or staff at agencies responsible for these programs. Through my interviews, a clear framework emerged that described the factors influencing the ability of programs to improve housing outcomes for the target cohort. I have grouped these into individual, program and system factors, which are clearly interdependent. For example, interviewees spoke of a reduction in government funding to Common Ground, a system factor, which resulted in the program reducing services offered on site, a program factor, and therefore necessitated a reduction in the complexity of clients who could be housed on site, individual factor. This framework provides a novel contribution to this area of research as it more clearly defines the relationship between a program's ability to support the clients with complex needs and the system factors that are generally the purview of state and federal governments, such as the functioning of other service systems, including mental health services. There are 3 core recommendations to the state government arising from this research. 1, increase the supply of stable and affordable housing to better support clients' choice. This recognises that congregate accommodation does not suit everyone, particularly those with histories of violence and drug use. 2, deliver funding certainty to supportive housing programs to provide long-term support for clients who need it and enable successful programs to expand. 3, improve access to specialist services such as mental health and addiction medicine through the establishment of multidisciplinary teams to reduce program reliance on stretched service systems. Together, these recommendations to the state government are designed to inform future investment in supportive housing programs and improve housing outcomes for a cohort that has historically been difficult to house.